Good morning, afternoon, or evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm ZenArcher. Paul Robinette has just recently done a video, and this is my response to it. And Paul, first of all, let me say thank you for bringing up a hard question in a reasonable manner. You know, one of the shame of it is that when you have children, they don't come with a manual. And as a parent, you have to do the best that you can do. But the questions that you bring up touch not only parents, but also each person individually. There are a lot of us out here on the web that are just ignorant of what we're doing and don't realize how the things that we do can be used against us. And you're right. You know, your child and yourself are exposed to danger every day. And you can't hide in your house for fear of what might happen. However, as a parent and just as a human being, you can do things in order to make it a safer place for you to live. You can do things that are not unwise in order to do that. But one of the biggest things that you can do in order to keep your children safe on the internet is to talk to them. Talk to them about their online experience. Ask them to show you the sites that they go to and why they go to it and all that kind of thing. Of course, children always will have little secrets, but you can make family rules that are always to be followed. And those family rules are very simple. Don't tell people what school you go to, what your home address is, what your telephone number is. Never talk to an adult online. Now, there are predators out there who will pretend to be children in order to gain the confidence of your children, in order to find out where they live and potentially put them in danger. But that's not the only danger that's out here. There's inappropriate material that comes across the screen, and there are a number of filters that you can use in order to reduce the amount of that. But no matter what you do, there's always a possibility that some of that will come through. And that's why communication with your children and overseeing their computer time as best you can is actually the safest thing to do. It's also important how you react when your child says that they were at a site and they saw something. That you don't blame them for that. That instead you say, well, how did you get here? You know, what were you looking for when you got there? Well, that's kind of strange. And then investigate the site that they went to if you can. Pay attention to the files that come in and out on your computer. There are a lot of devices that are available that will keep track of files as they're downloaded and will even keep track of chat messages. If I wouldn't say, you know, don't ever arrange a meeting with anyone, but if you do, do it wisely. Never meet someone the first time, certainly, alone. Always take a friend along, or a family member. If your child is going to meet somebody, obviously, you should be there. Find out about the person that they're meeting. Talk to them. Investigate who it is that your children are having contact with. And this isn't any different than if if your child went to church, you would want to know, well, who is he talking to at church? And the same thing at school. And, you know, there is no way to absolutely safeguard your child and put them in a bubble and keep them away from danger. But the one thing that you can do is to be aware of the tools that are at hand, and there are many tools. Many ISPs have blocking devices, child protection and safety devices, that it's just a click for you in order to implement those. They don't block everything out, but they block a majority of stuff out. Things from spam of emails to chat sites and to adult content sites. All of these things can be helpful. What I'm going to do is, in my description, I am going to put, it's funny when I point here and I should be pointing there. I'm going to put in the description area some links that you can go to. One of those links is the National Center for missing and exploited children. This site not only directs you to the tools that you can use in order to help keep your family, yourself, and your children safe, but it will also give you a link that if you think that someone is a potential predator or a known predator, that you can report that to the authorities. They will then turn that over to law enforcement officials for investigation. And if it's founded, if they believe that there is a just cause to believe that that's true, then they will take the appropriate steps to contact the ISP, remove the person from the service, as well as making any arrests that might be applicable. So that's a couple of things you can do. Again, Paul, thank you very much for asking the question. I'll give you some links that will help and give you more information about it. And for those of you who don't have children, who are on the web and just want to know what those dangers are and how you can help protect yourself, please also go over and visit the site. There are many things there that can help you as well. One of the biggest problems is giving out personal information. And it's hard not to do that, especially if you're someone who has a business or is a band who is trying to get to be known. You need to be open. You need to have people be able to contact you. But you also have to have the filters in place in order to block some of the more inappropriate things. You also need to talk to professionals who know how to handle your career or your business. Talk to your local business association and see what are legitimate and what are not legitimate business methods. You would be surprised at how many sound completely plausible that are not. So I hope that this small video and the links that I'm providing will be of help to you in some way. Just communicate. There's nothing more, nothing better that you can do to protect your children than communicate with them. If you find inappropriate material, don't jump to conclusions, don't jump down their neck, and don't blame them that it happens to be there. Instead, find out, why is it there? How did it get there? Who sent it? Where did they get it? Talk to them. And you know, your children just might educate you. So until next time, this is ZenArcher saying, you be well and careful.